Notary bond. Okay, this is a banger. This is a sleeper question. The notary bond questions are some of the easiest that are going to be on your notary exam. And you know me, I want you to pass that notary exam on the first try. And if you've taken it before, I want you to pass it this time. You better know about the bond. You better know about if you need a bond. Guess what? 31 states need a bond. You better know how much that bond is, okay, that you're going to have. I'm going to tell you all that in here. You better know what else do you need to know about the bond? You better know what a bond is for. Is it to cover you, the notary, or is it to cover your client, or is it to cover the company you're representing? What is that bond for? So let's dig in. First, if you please, like, share, all that good stuff. I'm going to put a lot of links in the description showing you if your state needs a notary bond, all right? So it should be in the description. First off, you're going to need to know this for a test. Now, I've put my notes here. The first thing is, what is a notary bond? What is a notary bond? You need to know this. Hopefully I can put it in normal words. The notary bond is a guarantee, all right? First of all, it's a guarantee. It's purchased by who? You, the notary, from a bonding company, all right? The notary bond guarantees what? It guarantees that the bond company will pay on your behalf, on the notary's behalf, for damages that are incurred as a result of you making a mistake. So I repeat, they're going to pay on your half for damages that came because you made a mistake. The bond will then demand reimbursement from you, all right, for the amount paid to that party. That part sucks, but that's what they say, that they might ask for reimbursement for you. Now, most states require for you to have a notary bond before you can start working as a notary. So that's a testable question. Are you required to have it, the bond, before or after you become working as a notary? Easy answer. Before, all right? Now remember, it's covering you for any mistakes that you might have, right? That you might make. All right. For example, in California, the bond is 15,000. It's limited to 15,000. You better know what yours is. If you're in Alabama, if you're in North Carolina, etc., you better know for your test what your notary bond is. All right. Now, what else? Now, it depends on your requirements, typically state by state. There are 31 states that require it. I know you don't want me to list all 31 states, but I'll give you an example of the first five: Alabama, Alaska, Arizona, Arkansas, California, and I'll throw in an extra one, Florida. What I'm going to try to do is in the description put a link that leads to all of the states that need a notary bond. So there's a lot of good, tight information in the description. Speaking of in the description, I'm going to put a link called Buy Mr. Rogers a Cup of Coffee. If this is valuable to you, do me a favor. Keeps me charged up. Buy Mr. Rogers a cup of coffee. All right? Remember that. Remember, in California, the bond is up to 15,000, but a small Wisconsin, the bond is only up to $500. So hey, there you go. Also, how do you get your notary bond? Most people, I tell to go to the link notary.net. Notary.net. I'll put that in the description. Also, you go to the notary supplies menu and you hit supplies and you can purchase your bond there. All right. Is that good to know? Can you get a bond before you get your supplies? Yes. When will you receive your bond? Usually once you buy the bond, it goes to you in that day. All right. Now remember, you have to file that bond once you get that bond. That might be on the test. What do you do with the bond once you get the bond? You have to file it. It depends on where you're going to file it from state to state. But in general, you have to file it with the Secretary of State or your county clerk. I repeat, Secretary of State or your county clerk. You might have to listen to this video twice for this to sink in, or you might need to take notes, but I'm making this easy for you. I know you can Google all this stuff, and I'm making it easy. I'm laying it out to you, and then you need to, then it's going to be a layup. Now, the bond must be done after you've passed the test within 30 to 45 days. When? 30 to 45 days after you've passed your test and you were appointed as a notary. 30 to 45 days. That's important. Also, you can go to notary.net once you've done this and get a copy of the bond. Hey, that's good because actually, guess what? This bond is a legal document. So you're going to want to know, you're going to want to have a copy of it, right? All right. What else can I tell you about the bond? What if a claim is made on your bond? Well, I'm going to put a link in the description that you can click that says report bond here. All right. So remember, bond is one of the most important things. Bond is what pays out to your client if you make a mistake and that mistake leads to costing them some type of money. So it's a bond for errors that you make. It's not a bond to cover you or protect you. Let's say a person sues you. That's not what it's for. It's to cover mistakes that you made as a notary. All right. Oh, again, if you like this, click the like button. Also, do me a favor, buy a cup of coffee. Also, if you have questions about the bond, leave them in the description. I'll do my best to answer your questions. And if you've taken the test and you saw anything about bonds on the test, do us a favor, add it to the community. All right, add it to the community and tell us what you saw. All right, this is Mr. Rogers. This was a quick, simple, easy one talking about the bond. It's a layup. I trust you. I believe in you. I know you could pass this test on the first try. So let's go ahead and knock this out, okay? And let me know when you pass the test. See you next time. See you next time.